Okay, it should be on. So let's talk about why we should always be a learner in our life, and why there are like different periods of time where we should act differently, even though we are same throughout the life, right? And we have different levels or different situations at that time. Okay, so why you should be a learner? First, let's go to a different period of time. So think about this. We have a life of 100 years on an average, maybe more and maybe less, on an average 100 years. But the thing is that we go through a lot of periods throughout this one. So what I mean by that is, first, 0 to 10 years old, we are still unconscious. We don't have it, at least I don't remember anything till when I was like 11 12 years old. I don't remember anything, so at least for my case. But till 10 years we have no idea what's going on with life, right? And after 10 to 20 years old, we are in the teenage group, and we actually don't know what's wrong and what's right. So what I do is I talk about this scale. So from 0 or 1 to 10, we have this swing scale. On this is beginning early stage of when we are acquiring knowledge in our teenage. Then what I think is that once we get this information, then we think that we have acquired all of the information of the world when you turn 16 17, right? It happens to every one of us. So I think that happens to most of us, not everyone. But the thing is that we think like we know everything when we are 16 17 18. Then we need to like, then when you turn 20, like I'm 20, then we get reality check that we know nothing and we have no value. So we need to create our values from the bottom, unless you have been doing something specific in your area during your teenage years, and you keep on continuing doing, and you keep on continuing that thing throughout your whole life, which means like, for the musicians, you have seen great singers, right? Great songs during their childhood, and they become famous, right? So that becomes the whole career. And you have seen great players who work hard during their teenage years, childhood years. Then they become great football players, great soccer players. And you have seen great content creators who create content around like 15 16. Then they become great content creator around 25, like Mr. Beast and Cristiano Ronaldo, Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift. They're like a lot of them. But the thing is that most of us are not at that level, because we are not lucky. Most of us are not lucky. So what we need to do is, we are at the 20, we need to reset our mind, so that where do we want to go in 10 years, in 20 years? Not whole life, not whole life, but in 20 years, where do we want to go? Because we can become multimillionaire, we can become financially free after 20 years, if we just keep doing on one thing, which means we have this certain period of life. From 0 to 10 we have one, 10 to 20 we have one. But if we keep on doing this from 20 to 40, then we don't need to worry about any financial things throughout our whole life, which means just take the risk from 20 to 40. Just work hard from 20 to 40, that's it. Because you don't realize that, I think we don't realize because we have not seen the, what do you call, we have not seen the progress. And I have realized this thing by observing other things, like there are big people, Alex Omaji and Chris Williamson, even Andrew Tate, even Hamza, even Tom Bilyeu, and who are others, even Lewis Howes, even Tim Ferriss. There are lots and lots and lots of examples. But if we just commit for 20 years for our whole life, then we can become multi millionaire. We don't need to worry about any financial things after that. Which means what? We need to do gym, which means, if you cannot do gym, like I had a problem in my home country, like I didn't know about gyms. And but when you turn 20, I think you will know about gyms. You will hear about exercises here and there. And so keep on exercising every day. Let me tell you something about exercising. Even if you can't do a gym, just start doing push-ups. Start doing something every day. That's what I do nowadays. I can't go to gym, but I can do push-ups, right? 100 push-ups a day, sit-ups, uh, and squats, and little bit here and there, and this what do you call, for the tricep. I don't know the exercise name, but I do that. So you need to remain fit. So if you can't go to gym, keep on doing some exercise, because it's only 20 years, and in 20 years you want to be rich, fit, by health and by mind also. Not only wealth, not only health, not only mind. You need all of these three things in 20 years, because, and I'm saying for 20 years for an average person, because it takes a lot of time for an average person to get there, and it will be difficult for most people to comprehend that amount of time. But if you don't take the risk to commit for 20 years, then you take the risk to commit your 100, let's not say 100, 60 years of life to the manual labor. Think about that. Do you want to give 60 years, or do you want to give 20 years? Do you want to give one third of the thing, or do you want to give whole 3 out of 3, or do you want to give 1 out of 3, or do you want to give 3 out of 3 of your life? What do you want? So work for 10 years, 20 years. From 20 to 30 we don't need to do anything. But the thing is that in digital age, everyone can get financially free. And let me tell you one thing: if you do just exercise and just record those things each and every day, be disciplined. Let's say you do 10 push-ups a day, 10 sit-ups a day, 25 not 25 10 squats a day, right? Do that, record those things, and don't expect any views when you upload them on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, social medias. Don't expect any views on it. Just keep on doing everything, keep on doing it every day, and just upload it. And you will see after 10 years, this is 3,650 days and plus more leap years also. It's more than 3,650 days, and you have done exercise for 3,650 days. And someone will see that, someone will come back to your life, and someone will see you as a hardworking guy, and that's it. Then your life will change. So which means you have a trust from other people after 10 years. And if you don't do that, then obviously no one will trust you. So you know you are self-disciplined, because you are how do I say it, you are building your discipline also. You are being consistent, and you can apply these things across all of your areas, not only one thing. So I think from 20 to 30, 20 to 40, it's how do you call, it's the fundamental, how do I say that, what's the, I don't know the exact term, but it's the fundamental, it's the building block, it's the pillars of life. After 10 years, let's say you fail for 5 years, why does it matter? Because you have 60 years to gain, light to enjoy. But let's say you fail for 10 years and you keep on going for 20 years, 30 years, then you just need to be lucky for one day in your life, then your whole life will change. I think like that. Even if I'm not lucky now, I don't care, I don't give a fuck, because I know one day I'm going to get lucky, and out of those 1 days, I just need to be lucky one day, and then my whole life will change. I don't need to think about anything else after that, right? And for life to change, I just need to remain consistent throughout this period. And it's just a period. From 0 to 10, there was a different period. 10 to 20, there was a different period. 20 to 30, 20 to 35, 20 to 40, there's a different period between this time. And we keep on going through changes, but the thing is that we need to keep on learning and become a student for life. But keep on. And I want to say this: no one is going to watch it right now, I know, but after let's say 10 years, someone will come back and watch this video. I can guarantee, even if 100 people, even if 1,000 people come and watch this video, I can guarantee almost, unless my channel get I don't care. but because I'll be uploading it to different platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Rumble. I think I'll upload on all of those. After 10 years, someone will come and watch this video, and it will be a document for life. If you can just document your life, if you can just be consistent on one thing for 10 years, then 20 years, then your whole life will change. But at the same time, you need to grow yourself exponentially, because let's look at technology. I talk about this thing a lot and lot. Okay, well.
Yo, what's up, guys?
यो एडिटवाला भिडियो होइन, यो रफ हो। एडिट गर्दैन म, यो भिडियो यतिकै जान्छ, यो अर्को च्यानलमा जाने हो कि रफ होला। कहाँ गएर okay, let's talk about technology. From how do you say, 1960 or 1980, 1980 to let's say 2000, 1995 and 2000, they were computers, but they were not advanced. And then look what happened from 1995 or 2000 to 2010. Drastic change. The social media came, right? And after 2010, 2005 or 2010, social media came, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is. And it's 2024. Then came the social medias. And think about how different our lives have been because of these technologies. And we need to grow exponential. At the same time, we need to grow ourselves exponentially, because technology goes like this. I think there was a law, I forgot what was the name of that law, that after every 2 or 3 years the technology keeps on changing. I forgot that person name. That person said that after 2 or 3 years technology changes exponentially. Because let's look at AI. In 2022 no one was talking about it. Then in 2022 November, ChatGPT was released, and nowadays almost everyone is using AI. Think about this. After 5 years, AI will completely dominate. But when you keep on doing your work consistently and you link your work with those things, social medias like AI, like how do I say it? Like AI, like social medias, then your life will change for sure. Because if you don't do this thing, then how do you think your life will change? By working for someone else? Obviously not. Obviously not, because let's go there. So there are 3 things you can get by social medias. Money, if you get enough eyeballs. Attention, which means if you do right thing, then you get respect and attention also. Don't become clown on the internet, like someone. Don't become clown. That's the thing. Be consistent on something. Do something for a long time, and you'll get respect, you'll get attention, you'll earn money, and you will be able to network with people whom you like to network. And you don't how to say it? You don't need to how do I say this? You don't need to fear anybody else, because you have your own community. They will support you, even if you, let's say you go broke. How many people do you think? Let's say you have 500,000 followers across Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I don't care. I don't know about TikTok because that's the short brain. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, what are others? Facebook. You have 500,000 across all of these platforms combined. Total 500,000, which means if you go broke, then it will, within a year you can become millionaire. Think about this. You just need to create one product, and you already have community. You just need to create one product which you can sell them, and you just need to. And how do you make the product? You just ask them questions, that what is the main problem in your life, and you try to solve that problem, and then tell them the truth. Okay, I have done this and this and this and this. I know how to get rid of this much. Like, even though you don't know anything about getting rid of total things, which is completely fine, because we are not perfect. I know how to get rid of these things. I can teach you how. Boom. that's it. I think that's the age we are going on, because AI is coming out. Everyone can be fake nowadays, but your consistency cannot be faked if you keep on doing it. If you just do one thing for one time, then AI will fake everything, because I know how to do these face swaps on image and on videos also. I know how to create vocals of my own vocal. AI can create, but AI cannot create is that AI cannot spend time for 10 years, which I have been doing, which you have been doing, and AI cannot go back in time. Obviously I don't know about that, but maybe in future it will. But AI cannot steal your work which you have been doing for 5 years, for 10 years. That's the point, because you have been recording your journey, right? And AI cannot steal that. That's the authenticity people will be searching in the future, because everything will be fake, in my guess. And even if it's not fake, people will use it. Most almost 50-60% of the time it will be fake. And you just need to stand out, because no one is thinking like this right now. After 10 years everyone will realize how difficult it was, and people will start 10 years later, but you are already 10 years ahead, unless someone is thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about it. So that's it. I think I went on and rambled different things, so that should be it.